We're at the Bear River, looking out across at the emerging wild rice beds. We've been in ceremony for several days. We're talking with an Aki, a spiritual servant of the Maya mum. Her name is Mercedes
Barrios.
Barrios Longfellow. What are the values of these ceremonies for survival?
Based on what our ancestry passed on to the Maya people, ceremonies and rituals are nourishment to the soul. Our elders always say that they can understand how the Western world becomes so disconnected and how they can live their lives happy without connecting oneself to the Creator and to life in general. When we see children, there is great life there. When we see trees, there is great life there. When we see plants, when we see the rivers, all of that is life. Is each one of the living things have the sacred life force moving through us. So we are not different from everything else, from the birds, from the rivers, from the mountains. We all share that sacred Kukulkan, that sacred Quetzalcoatl, that sacred feather serpent, which is the fire, which is the energy, the life force, the moves. All living things move. Everything moves. And what that is that sacred life force within. The elders say that we must be connected to that sacred life force. We align ourselves in the Maya tradition, align ourselves with the energies and the forces of each day. And that connects us to that life force that we just talked about. So as little children, they are taught that we are in contact, we are in connection with all the life force. Therefore, we must pay reverence to it. Not to sit down and pay reverence and sit there for an hour, no. But everything is a ritual. Everything is it's a prayer when we are conscious, when we enter the higher consciousness. So when we enter the higher consciousness, that tree that I'm looking at right now knows that I have great respect and great love and great understanding that its life depends on my life and my life depends on its life. In fact, for the Maya people, the trees are our grandmothers, our grandfathers. They have a lot of history. They have a lot of wisdom. And I said earlier that if we don't have our ancestors, our elders to talk to us about our history, let's find it in all living things.
This is Nick Vanderpy reporting for News from Indian Country at Waswagoning.